So DP from now on is down payment. Okay, if it's 10%, remember to try to do that in your head. 10% of things is definitely easy to calculate. So don't touch that calculator, use the real one. And they finance the balance with 24 month, so that's N times T equals 24, because our N is 12 and our T is 2 years. APR of 7%, so that's our rate. Determine the finance charge and monthly payment. Okay. So let's figure out the monthly payment. Well, the amount financed good job. Okay, so then our monthly payment. .07. Yay, good. So the way you do it is you say, let's think about it. It's the total installment price means how much have you paid over the course of 2 years if you're paying monthly. So how do you do that? You're paying 21.62 times 12 times 2 or times 24. You're making 24 payments of that amount.
Oh, okay.
Good. So it should make sense, and that's what I like to hear. The light bulb going off. All right, so that's how much we've paid over the course of 24 months. Well, now what's our finance charge? That's like basically that amount extra that we paid. Okay, so the finance charge, you should be getting $368.88 if we're doing it this way. If you use the chart, it's going to be about 5 cents different. And these are 2 good answers for this question. So a mortgage is basically the same thing. It's installment buying. You're using that same formula. So in the back of your packet on page 31, we have a poem from Shel Silverstein. As a kid, I love this poem. I'm a kid, meaning like, I don't know, I think I was like 5 or 6 when I read this. And I thought, and you know, my brain too, I guess I like numbers and values. So here's the poem. It's called Smart. My dad gave me $1 bill because I'm his smartest son. And I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters because 2 is more than 1. And then I took the quarters and traded them to Lou. For 3 dimes, I guess he didn't know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came old blind Bates, and just 'cause he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And I took the nickels to Hiram Coombs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And then I went and showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. Shel Silverstein. So What's going on in this poem and why is it relevant to what we're talking about?
Well, in the poem, the kid keeps like exchanging like his money for like a lower value, but it's more like in quantity.
Yeah. So, and he thinks he's smart because he is doing something that's smart. He is gaining the quantity of the coins, but without the education, without the knowledge, without what I'm trying to teach you here, without taking out the calculator and learning things like the value of the coins. He's actually losing money when he thinks he's gaining it. Okay, so it's very, and education is valuable. It's going to actually give you more money in your lifetime. Learning about money and the value of it and how to calculate it is very important in life. All right, and then on to the paper. So that's a cute poem. The paper assignment is it's on your syllabus. It's on the Blackboard course. I also created a video yesterday where I talk about this book and how it inspired me to, and I think I mentioned it like a week ago about how this book inspired me to do that paper assignment. Sorry, the dog is staring at me. All right, go ahead. And so you're going to be choosing one of those 4 options. You can turn it in early, and if you give me like 2 days, I can get it back to you. And if you don't like your grade, you can resubmit it by the due date. But I love reading them, and have fun with it. So one option is to describe a few situations when you have applied the content of this course to your life. Or describe how the content of this course can apply to your future profession. Or you can describe how can the content of this course be useful to others. And then the last option, if you don't like any of those, is if you had a magic wand and could change one experience of yours relating to mathematics, what would you change and why? I do expect it to have good grammar and spelling and everything. I don't want it to just be text message lingo. And this is an academic paper. It should have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And yeah, so I look forward to reading what you guys have.